You've been working on a bunch of covers recently.
Yeah. I've been doing covers here and there. I had to take a break after Power Girl because apparently I'm too slow to do a monthly comic. And the last few months that I was on Power Girl, I was rotating sleep, in like 2 or 3 hour increments throughout the day.
Wow.
So
God, that's terrible.
yeah. So and I
It was
love
great
what
for
I
me.
did.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
She was exhausted.
Yeah,
She was exhausted all the time. I'm like, don't get up. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll send the cat. The
I'll
cat.
send the cat will deliver you food.
Yeah, so I had, and it broke my heart to leave the comic because I love doing it. It was one of the most fun things I'd ever done, and but after that, I was like, all right, I just have to like take a break and just do covers and stuff like that for a while. So I did a few covers for DC that are coming up. They're I guess for the 600 issues, they're revamping all the classic character covers, the original covers, and I did Supergirl coming out of the big pink phallic spaceship and waving hi to her cousin who's compently surprised.
That's really twisted.
I know it
in
is.
a way.
Yeah, that is like really, that's
It's
wrong.
like a giant vibrator hit into the earth and Supergirl popped out. In a way. I mean, it looks like that, right?
Isn't that how babies are made?
I updated it a little bit.
He updated it.
yeah.
It has a switch, an on and off switch. How did you update it?
Smaller batteries.
It's all about
Yeah.
gigantic Kryptonian batteries.
rechargeable.
Yeah.
It's rechargeable. There you go.
Well, just to address what you're talking about in terms of schedule, it seems like, and I hesitate to use the word problem, but it seems like it is a problem for a lot of artists these days to meet the monthly schedule. Obviously, we'd love to see you on a book regularly.
Oh, I would love to see me on a book.
Is there any way of addressing that so that it works for you guys?
Here's what the plan is I told Jimmy, I said, I don't want to leave this character. I love doing Power Girl, and I like her friendship with Tara. And he goes, well, we can always do a graphic novel or maybe a hardcover or a miniseries. And I was like, I'm in. So we'll do that one
The
of these
only
days.
people that aren't in yet
Right.
are
Or DC.
Comics. So, no.
Those guys are pushovers.
No, but we have to, we just have to present it in a time frame, and if there's any interest, because they look at it and they say, is there enough interest, audience-wise, to we as a rule, we pitch a lot of crazy things.
Yeah, we do.
And
Sometimes it's too out there.
Yeah, sometimes out there, sometimes it's like, well, it's not the right time. Like timing is everything with a lot of the titles, and but with Amanda at least drawing it, we have a really good shot. Like if I say, well, Amanda's going to draw it, they usually go, okay, so she has a good following, and but those kind of projects, you hope we just and it comes down to timing because again, you've been doing a lot of work other than that,
Yeah.
Gail, you're working on a book together. What can you tell us about that?
Yes.
We're actually and with Frank Thierry, who's a good buddy of ours from Brooklyn and a great writer, and we're actually working on a thing called Captain Brooklyn, and it's pretty much Frank. It's pretty much we call it a bar book, like Back to Brooklyn and the Pro were bar books, meaning we sat in a bar and we got
Wouldn't it
drunk.
be so cool if?
And did a lot of what ifs. What if this? What if that? We were in Germany for the Pro with Garth and John McCrae, and we just said, what if they were superhero hooker? What would happen? And pretty much we got the whole book out.
Yeah, we actually just started, like laughing about it and going, it would be really cool if this happened. And then we started going, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We can do this.
Yeah.
We do comics. We could actually do this. And that's how the Pro got started.
Yeah,
So.
and Garth and I were in a bar, and before Die Hard 4 was made, we were talking and saying, how come they don't make any more Die Hard movies? They don't have any of these things where the odds are so horrendous for the main. They weren't doing those kind of movies anymore, and so we came up with Back to Brooklyn. There was another bar book, and Captain Brooklyn is another bar book. We were like, wouldn't it be funny? I mean, like books like Kick-Ass, right, about a regular guy who gets powers and stuff like that. What a great book, and yet this thing's going to be completely different. It's going to be just bizarro. It's our three sensibilities, and it's funny because Frank and I are foul. And we're funny, we're funny, we're foul, we're kind of rude and crude, but we're nothing compared to her. Wow. Amanda outdoes us every time.
That's a big reveal.
The stuff in the Pro, like the really hard. Wow. Garth is like, it's Amanda's fault. We all know that. But
that's hilarious.
So we're going to do that. That's something we're going to do on the side, like a pet project. And then we got a couple of things out there. We're hoping DC might be interested in. We can get on. And there's one project I got coming up with Justin and a bunch of guys. It's like a big project for the next year. And we're hoping to get Amanda on one of the books. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.